What is going on, guys? This is All Gaming with my review of Bleach chapter 597, and this chapter I liked it for two main things. Now the first one is that Pepe, he's finally gone, and thank God for that. And the second one is we have Yhwach. He's looking awesome right now, but even though that right there is because of one of his third ridders, it really doesn't bother me that much because it's still, his power, because Yhwach is the one that like gives the power to the Quincy anyway. So like overall it's like this right here is mainly him, putting in work, and we see now that like even the Zero Squad, they can't touch him, but I do wonder, how long will that last. But the chapter itself, it starts off with the glutton. She is now standing over Pepe, and we see now that like Pepe here, he is like actually pretty scared of her. But we see now that like he gets trying to play like a nice guy role, to deceive her. But that right there was like mainly for the fact that like he did not want to be killed. But we see now that like when she's moving closer to him, we have Pepe backing up, and the guy actually is so scared right now. But we see that like that the glutton, she like bringing out her own wings, and these wings here, they have like a very unique shape because they take the form of her mouth, and so that right there was like pretty interesting. And so we see now that like the glutton here, she was saying that like Pepe tried to kill them, and so right now he at least had to take his responsibilities. So I do wonder, because the glutton is alive, does that mean that like the power is dead, or maybe the glutton here was able to escape her? I do wonder, how the will work out. But pretty much we had the glutton eating Pepe, and I do wonder how would that work out for her, because we see now that like when he's screaming, we just see all the blood that's now shooting up into the air, and that right there is all we get. But we have I forgot his name, Kirige. I'm probably saying that wrong, but it's the guy in charge of the hot spring. Right now he getting pretty frustrated, but we see that like no matter what he does, he cannot land a single blow on Yhwach, and so because of that, like Yhwach is just walking right past him, because obviously he can't be hit, and this guy has no idea what he's doing, because it's not like it's some illusion or some trick, so he has no idea why he can't hit him. But then we have that like female member, with the one that has like no arms. She has like these special enhanced soldiers or something, I'm not really sure, but like she brings them out, and so we see that like her and Yhwach, they actually go like pretty far back. I'm not sure what kind of past they had together. Like maybe when Yhwach first attacked, it's possible that like she was like with Yamamoto or something. I'm not really sure how that works, but we see now that like Yhwach, he just like walking toward her, and then he just like walk past her like it's nothing. And so we see now that like when all these men try to attack him, they're blazed, they're like all curved around him in a circle, and so right now none of them have any idea what's going on. And so we see like Yhwach's shadow, it is now rising up from the ground itself, and it takes the form of a person. And so we see that right now this member, this guy here, something is obviously wrong with him. You can tell by his face, but this guy here had the letter W for the win. And so right now he was saying that they will never reach Yhwach, and so that right there is definitely something to keep an eye out for, because I do wonder how long can he be protected like that. And so we see now that the cannon that will shoot out Ichigo, or Hime and Chad, that right there is now finally ready to fire, and we see that it's like rising up in the middle of nowhere, but apparently it's so loud that they can't really hear what's going on. And so I see now that like Yhwach, she's going with them, and that right there is awesome. I'm hoping that we could like finally see Yhwach fight and possibly bring up her Zanpakuto, because that right there is definitely one of the biggest mysteries in Bleach, because nobody has any idea what it is. But that right there is pretty much where the chapter ends, and I actually did not think I'd finish like this review so quickly, because this chapter here, I feel like I'm still on page 5 or something, but this one here is definitely a rather quick review. And so the chapter itself, much didn't happen except for Yhwach being untouchable, and of course the appearance of a new Stern Ritter. So the chapter itself, I'm going to give it probably a 7, maybe a 6 out of 10. But of course, I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on this. And as always, please please do not forget to like the video and subscribe because it really helps me out. And you guys take it easy, and I will see you all next time.